Ambition. But too many of us back away from it because it got made bad, right? I was scared to have ambition because you know what? If you have ambition too big for your britches, people start insulting you. Who do you think you are? Oh, you think you can do that? You don't even have any skill at that. You think you can do that? You haven't even had their training. You don't have the degree. You don't have the experience. You don't have the background. You don't have the social following. You don't have the environment. You don't have the money. You don't have the bank account. You don't have the credit.
When life is really stressing you out, it's there. It's going to happen. You're going to have challenges. You're going to have problems. That's why we're here on this planet. You are here to experience, to learn, to grow, and to become. How you experience everything in your life, including your challenges, will determine what you learn. What you learn will determine how you grow. How you grow will determine who you become as a person. You want to become the best person that you can be. We have strategies that can turn stressful situations around. Unleashing the power of your human being is absolutely one of the very best.
When you feed your value will get stronger. When you're in a tough time, instead of feeding the doubt, I'm stuck here, nothing's ever going to change, feed your faith.
The way that our minds are wired and the fact about human beings is that we are not designed to do things that are uncomfortable or scary or difficult. Our brains are designed to protect us from those things because our brains are trying to keep us alive. And in order to change, in order to build a business, in order to be the best parent, the best spouse, to do all those things that you know you want to do with your life, with your work, with your dreams, you're going to have to do things that are difficult, uncertain, or scary, which sets up this problem for all of us.
I got this dream, it's huge. I got this ambition, this dream, this hunger for more. And immediately people seek to see whether or not you are qualified. And they judge you based on your past of qualification versus your present of how you show up.
Why is it so hard to do the little things that would improve my life? And what I've come to realize, and what we'll talk a lot about today, is that the way that our minds are designed is our minds are designed to stop you at all costs from doing anything that might hurt you.
Things haven't turned out the way you had hoped. You could easily be discouraged. Don't feed the self-pity. Don't water what didn't work out. Quit reliving the hurts. You can't feed your history and feed your destiny at the same time. If you're using all your energy to feed your past, you're not going to have the energy you need to feed your future. What's happened to you is over and done. How you were raised, what you didn't get, who hurt you, who you lost. I say it respectfully, that's history. That's behind you. You cannot go into a new season if you're always looking back at the old. Those doors are closed.
Man, I'm such a screw up. It's so great. We're all screw ups in some way or another. But how are you showing up now is the question. How hard are you willing to work now? What's the discipline you're willing to put in now? Yes, gain that knowledge, skill, and ability, but your ambition, everything I do, everything you see me do at a public level, I had the ambition for a mission, but I didn't have the skills to do any of this. But your ambition is your own. And your ambition has to be free from all of that negative. If that's a real ambition, you got to own that ambition.
The only difference between excitement and fear is what your brain says. And the problem is, if you have a habit of worrying, guess what you're going to tell yourself is going on? That you're like freaking out, that you're not excited, that something must be wrong. Oh gosh, why would you say something's wrong? Because you got a habit of saying that all the time.
Don't surround yourself with naysayers, people that tell you what you can't become. You'll never start your business. You'll never break that addiction. You'll never get your degree. You'll never meet the right person. They don't know what's in you. They don't control your destiny.
You pursue it, and you pursue it with full heart. And when you pursue it with more heart, that ambition, that keeps sparking over and over and over. You don't have to rev yourself up because it is you.
The truth is that you're never going to feel ready to make these changes. You're never going to feel like doing them, but you can always make a decision. That's always in your control.
Rather than focusing on what isn't working and all the things that need to be done, shift your focus in your way of thinking to the things in your life that are working.
What if you miss your destiny? What if they're keeping you from going to the next level? When you come to the end of life, you won't stand before people, you will stand before God.
Sometimes what really gives us the greatest amount of motivation is when we got the guts to actually allow ourselves to tie some of our identity to what we're doing. And we're told not to do that because it can bring discouragement and heartache.
So the idea is to keep connecting the dots. When you see the dots and say, how do I connect that dot to something I care about? So whatever that your passion is, find your passion. And the way you find your passion is two ways. One is to start thinking about, if you had everything that you always wanted in your life, $1 billion, a great family, what would you do? And if you do that today, you will get everything that you want. And the second thing that you and I talked about is, find something that you're willing to die for and live for it. And I think most people, that's where they fail. They're willing to die for something, but they don't live for it.
Well, my biggest advice to him is that, first of all, he won't like what I say to him. Because I'm going to say the exact opposite of what the world, today's world, is saying. So we read a bunch of books nowadays. As humans, we want to find out how to be someone else. What we don't do is we don't go inside. So literally turn yourself inside out. Read the book that's in, like we're writing a book every day of our life, but we never read that book. So what I would challenge this young man or young woman to do is you have to look inside of yourself and see what you really want. What are you passionate about? We use these words and these little phrases of only the strong survive and all this other crap. They're all just fucking work.
You have an assignment. There's something for you to accomplish. You have a responsibility.
You can learn how to take control of that micro moment and make a decision to act in a way.
The only way you're ever going to get to the other side of this journey is you have got to suffer to grow. To grow, you must suffer.